Welcome back, Regina Aces fans. We are back for our second game, sunny Calgary, Alberta, at the Stu Hendry Arena for our second game against the Calgary Northwest Rage. Girls had a good game this morning, coming away with a win. Came back to the hotel, had a little break, and we are back at it. Shout out to the Aces goaltender, Alex De Jose, not feeling well. Girls are playing hard for you. Hope you get better soon. Aces start with the ring. Rory pushes it into the Rage zone. Krenbrink circles the net. Looking for someone out front. She comes out. Back with the ring. Goes to the corner to Weed. Weed passes out front. Nobody there. Krenbrink back with it and shot on. Rage goalie with the save. Drops it down and Rage come out with it into the neutral zone. Send for a breakaway. Number 2. Shot on, big save by Schmeling. She gets rid of it. Out to Rory. Battle pursues in the Aces end. Ring comes out into the neutral zone. Krenbrink wrestles it away. Heavy pressure. Rage back with it. Advance it into the Aces zone. 9 with it now. Cuts to the middle. Passes it over to 8. 8 swings around, drop pass back to 9. 9 looking for something, and she falls down. We got a penalty coming. Shot on, maybe hit the crossbar. Rage continue. Send it across, go for a shot. Schmeling's there to save. Over again, shot. Schmeling with the save. And we got our penalty coming. Looks to be Lexi Gooden. Body contact. 16-12, the first period. Power play for the Rage. They come out of it. 15 circles. Aces zone. Drop pass. Skates around. Looking for someone. Drop pass to 13. The girls do a good job keeping her out. Out to the middle. Missed pass. Talking out. Shuchuk there. Schmeling with a save. Aubuchon takes it, advances the ring up to the neutral zone. Shuchuk sends Spring on a breakaway, short-handed, goes top shelf and just misses the net. Shuchuk gets there, hits the brakes, takes a shot, saved by the Rage goalie. She's looking to get rid of it. Up through the middle. Rage into the neutral zone, goes into the corner. Girls keep him to the outside. Move, advance. And the Rage get their first goal on a power play. 14:46 in the first period. Coaches and parents talking. This is going to be a good game, so see how she goes here. QB with it now. into the Rage zone. Rage collect. Trying to get out. Good check by Morgan. Morgan goes. Rage goalie with it now. Sends it out deep. Tie game. Girls tie it up. 14:06. Krenbrink, Weed, and Good and out. Best and Rory. Full strength. Rage circling in the Aces zone. Drop pass. Cuts out in front. Scores! Number 15 on the Rage. Making it 2-1. Quick comeback by the Rage. Lots of energy on both sides here. Shuchuk, Spring, and Hanowski out front. Rory and Best out. Girls looking to get this one back. Charlie sends it to Rory. Rory sends it in. Goes deep in the Rage corner. Hanowski puts it out. It's a race for the ring. Rory drives in. Good speed. Loses an edge. Rage come out. They're looking to send 9 for a breakaway. Good defense. Girls come back. Shot on. Schmelling's there. Schmeling sends it out. Up to Rory. Hanowski looking to send Spring. Spring gets in there. Rage gets out into the neutral zone and send it into the Aces far corner. Yip is there. She sends it up. Matt's digging hard. Backup comes on in. Rage back in the neutral zone. Send it into the Aces, and that's 2 lines. 2 sides, sorry. Aces ring. Pretty fast-paced game here so far. Isla with it now. Sends it to Aubuchon. Aubuchon up to Yip. Yip goes around. Sends it up front to Matt. A whistle. They're calling crease, I guess. Rage goalie looking to get rid of it. Sends it out. Rage exit into the neutral zone. Turn it over. Yip to Matt. Matt rushes in. Hard drive, and she puts one in the net. Good effort. Good heads-up play on that turnover. And the Aces are back to being tied with the Rage. 12-15 in the first. Rage starting out, up to 9. 9 sends it in deep. QB with it, recovers and looks to exit in the neutral zone, hands it to Weeb. Weeb sends it cross ice, just into the Rage end. QB back with it. She fires it up. Good in there, just misses it, and she recovers. Circles the back of the Rage net here. Just gets it checked away. QB's there, sends it back in. Rage exit into the Aces zone. They're pushing hard. Big battle in the back end there. I think that was Twin Bray. It was, yeah. Spirited match in the back corner there. Girls are pushing to get it out. QB recovers. Back in the neutral zone. Krenbrink after it. 2 lines. Waiting for it. And it's whistled. Shuchuk, Springnowski, Best, and Deer out there. Rage with it now. Come out front, take a shot. Schmeling with the save. Rory recovers the ring. Full charge. All kinds of rage on her. Shuchuk's out there. Puts a press on. Ring crosses the line. Best is there. She's looking to pass to someone. Heavy pressure. She puts it into the Rage's zone. Shuchuk is there. She's got it. Heavy pressure. Big shot. Shuchuk on net. Saved by the Rage goalie. She gets rid of it deep. Crosses the line. Best is there. She puts it back in. Rage collect. Get it out into the neutral zone. Over 2. Rory's there. Picks it up, goes cross ice. Gets it out in the neutral zone. Hanowski's there chasing. Back into the Aces zone. Number 3 takes it around the net. Circling in front. Gets a shot. Big save by Schmeling. Best with it now. Big pressure up front. Hauled down. And there's a call. The Aces will be going on the power play. Rage for hooking. Matt, Yip, and Dickin. Isla and Abishan. There we go, Matt to Yip. Yip crosses out front, sends it to Matt. Matt goes down. And the Rage look to get it out. Haven't done so yet. Back into the neutral zone for the Rage. Get it into the Aces zone. Break to the front. And score short-handed. .135 remaining in the Rage penalty. 9:19 in the first period. Isla sends it to Abishan. Abishan sends it deep into the Rage corner. Yip's there to follow it up. Out front. Big save. Dickin had a good look. And the whistle is blown. Good heads-up play. Girls threw it right out front. Dickin was there for a shot. This Rage goalie is, she's ready. Krenbrink sends it out immediately to Weed. Weed's there, stepped on the ring, whistle's blown. It's a good play. Krenbrink directly to Weeb, and she was ready for it. See what they got up next here. Krenbrink sends it to Gooden. Gooden does a drop pass. Krenbrink another drop pass. Weeb has it now. Hustles around the back of the net. She loses the ring. Krenbrink is there. Gathers it up. Pushes it to the far corner. Circles around the net. Out front. Oh, big rebound. Reed gets a shot. Gets another shot. Good and collects. She circles out front. Another shot. Heavy pressure by the Aces. Girls are putting everything they got at this Rage team. Rage look to clear, delaying. They just get it out into the neutral zone. 15 up with it. Krenbrink with it now. Krenbrink sending Gooden. Gooden's got a whole pile of Rage after her. And it goes back to the goalie. Rage goalie sends it out. Good pressure by the Aces. And the Rage get it out in the neutral zone. Dennis is there. And the whistle goes. 7:36 in the first period. Don't have the shots this time. Last rink we did. Shuchuk, Spring, Hanowski, Best, and Rory. Out now. Rory gets it, puts it into the Rage zone, back in the neutral zone. Rage send it in. Scooped up by Best. Best muscles through. Triple coverage. Whistle goes. Rage start out with it again. Outlet pass. Shot taken, blocked by the Aces. Best goes into the corner. Rage come out, try to bust through the middle. Good checking by the Aces. Rage back with it. Rory gets it into the corner. Out front, shot on. Schmeling is there. She looks to clear it out. Out to Rory. Rory sends it up the boards. 2 lines collected by the Rage. Rage go cross ice, back in the neutral zone. Rage send it down into the Aces end. Best is there. Lots of pressure again from the Rage. Aces get out with it. Matt collects. Sends it up the ice. Just missed by Isla, but she blocks it. They hold it in the zone. Rage skate up with it. Blocked. Right on the line. It's a battle. And the whistle goes. Looks like it's going to be Rage's ring. 6:04 in the first. Rage pass it out. Send it deep into the corner. 15. Aubuchon is there. Steals the ring away. Skates down the wing and up to Dickin. Dickin just so misses it. Scrum in the corner. Whistle goes. Rage player maybe got injured. Hopefully she's okay. No penalty. Ace is with it. Isla looking to pass the ring out. Aubuchon with it now. She sends it in for the Rage's end. Matt battling. Penalty coming up. Aubuchon drives. Is taken by the Rage with a penalty coming to the Rage. It's going to be 2 minutes for hooking. Ace is with it now. Krenbrink to start. Outlet pass to Gooden. Gooden crosses into the middle. Takes the shot, just misses wide. Weeb is there. Krenbrink out in the back. Looks to come out front. She's checked. Rage right up the middle. They get it out in the neutral zone. And into the ace zone. She's pressing hard. Takes a shot. Saved by Schmeling with a whistle. .5:02 in the first. Minute 29 still remains in the Rage penalty. Rage outlet pass to 3. Goes deep in the corner in the ace's zone. Circling. Intercepted by the aces. QB circles with the ring. Looks to advance it into the neutral zone. There's Lexi. Lexi to Krenbrink. Krenbrink gets hauled down. That's going to be another penalty. Gooden with it now. Makes a shot. Blocked. Another. Gooden's down. And we got another Rage penalty. Looks like it's going to be hooking. Looking for the aces to capitalize here now. 5-on-3 for 53 seconds. 4 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the first. Shuchuk's going to start with it. Hanowski back to Shuchuk. Spring back to Shuchuk. Back, ooh, wide open net. Elder's there. Back to Spring. Spring goes back to Shuchuk. Little wobble. She recollects. Shot, rebound. Whistle's blown. Shuchuk to start with it again. Lanowski in the corner. Spring on the other side. Girls go back and forth. Spring with it now. Passes it back to Shuchuk. She just misses, and the Rage clear it down the ice. 14 seconds remaining on this 5-on-3. Elder collects. She skates hard around the net. Advances it up to Spring. Spring's looking to feed. Elder picks that up. Rage send it down the ice, and that first penalty is clear. 5-on-4. Aces are still on a power play. Rage with it. And the whistle goes. .50 seconds remaining on the Rage penalty. 3:16 to go in the first period. Matt's going to start with it. Yip on the wing. Dickin on the other wing. And we got Yip getting the ring. Back to Matt. Matt takes a shot. Stopped by the Rage goalie. Yip with it now. Goes around the net in the Rage zone. She's pushing hard. Just misses Matt on the drop. She recollects. Back to Dickin. And they're calling Matt a crease. Rage goalie with it. Drops it behind the Rage net. She comes out in front. Advances into the neutral zone. Back into the aces zone. Rory is there. Rage get it and go over the net. Best with it now. Up to Yip. Yip goes to Dickin to Matt. And now Matt goes to Yip. Yip approaches and goes top shelf. Charlotte makes no mistake. Top corner was open and she went for it. The girls tie it up. 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the first. Spirited game, back and forth. Immense pressure on all the fans, parents, everybody watching, but this is really good, Ringette. All right, Rage back into the Aces zone. Isla's there to scoop that up. Back into Aubuchon. Aubuchon advances in the neutral zone to Gooden. Gooden has it and sends it into the middle. Looking for Weave, just a little out of reach. Rage with it now, up the middle. Send it into the neutral zone, number 10 with it. Advances into the Aces zone and is taken away by Krenbrink. Krenbrink, nifty little move around the Rage. And the Rage go back into the Aces zone. Yep, keeps the Rage out to the outside. Rage back with it. Move to the front of the net. And Schmelling's there with the big save. Aubuchon battling in the corner. 15 scoops it up. And Yip is there. Puts it into the neutral zone. Possession back to the Rage. Rage put it back in the Aces zone. Aubuchon's there, challenging her. Girls are blocking her. Send it to the middle. Lexi's there, and she flips it out into the neutral zone. Shuchuk comes out to put pressure. And the Rage now. Drop pass. The 15. 15 circles around. And Isla's there. Around the backside of the net. Out in front. Penalty coming to the Aces for tripping. It's going to be 2 minutes. The girls will be shorthanded. 32 seconds remaining in the first, and then they will start the second period shorthanded. Tripping's the call. 2 minutes on the board. Rage send it into the middle. 2 with it now. Gets put to the outside. Ring advances into the center and to the back end. Rage try to shoot. It's blocked by one of the Aces. QB's there. She advances it up and out. Sends Hanowski and she just not able to get it. Ray's there. She gets checked. Shuchuk now. Shuchuk with a shot. Saved by the goalie. And that's the first period. 1 minute, 27 seconds remaining in the Yip penalty. The girls will reconvene. Back in their box. Have a little chat. Scores 3-3. They said this was going to be our best match, and so far, the back and forth Ringette we're seeing has been outstanding, to say the least. 15 minutes back on the board. Isla Yip goes back into the penalty box. Minute 25 remaining in her penalty. We will be starting the second period shorthanded. Rage will get to start with the ring. Shuchek and Hanowski out there with Bray and Elder. Bray collects, goes around the net, pushes hard and advances the ring up to Shuchek. Just so misses. Hanowski's there. She collects. Skates to the middle and puts it up to Bray. Bray's looking, goes top shelf. Bray sees a little corner, top shelf, and finds that. Makes it happen. Girls get one shorthanded. Boosting the energy with this Aces team. Okay, Rage. Rage in deep. They circle around. 15 with it here now. Aces keeping them out front with the ring. Good checking by the Aces. Spring is there. Support comes, and a shot clock violation. 17:03 in the second period. 29 seconds left in Isla's penalty. Ring goes for a bounce. Spring looking to clear it out into the neutral zone, and she does. Back into the Aces zone. Got a penalty coming. A little bit of confusion. Was that a pen? Did you see? Was that a penalty? I thought I seen. Look at they got a penalty coming here. That's on the Aces. Looks like they dragged Molly out of the Aces box and popped her in there. I think they're calling body contact. All right. Well, the Aces will be even more shorthanded. 5-on-3 here, as the Rage look to capitalize here. Shot. Misses the net. Rage collect. Circle out front. Make a pass. Back end. Yep. Intercepts. That shot is blocked. Best with it now. She's pushing hard. Oh. And the Rage get one. Big scrum in front is a tough one. Luckily, Isla was out with Molly's penalty remaining, so now it is back to 5-on-5 action. 16-18 in the second period, and Isla starts out with it, and she sends it to her sister Charlotte in the Rage zone. Dickin down low with support from Matt. Matt gets there, scoops up the ring. She fires it right at the goalie. Rage goalie sends it out. Aubuchon picks it up and comes firing back. Just shoots wide. Matt goes around the back of the net. She comes around to the front. Drop pass to Yip. And shot on again. That's stopped by the Rage goalie and a whistle. Dickin's going to start with the ring here. Yip in the corner, Matt on the other side. Abby, Sean, and Isla out there on D. Charlotte circles around. She's pushing hard, looking for someone. Drives the middle, goes top shelf. Charlotte makes no mistake, goes top shelf on the Rage goalie, and the Aces are back up 5-4. 15-29 in the second period. And the Rage start out with it. Taken from Matt. Matt looks to send Dickin on a break. Waits for it, goes to Charlotte. Charlotte collects two, Dickin. Dickin with a shot, saved by the Rage goalie. Dickin pushing, followed up by Matt in the back end. Rage come out with it into the neutral zone. Dickin's there. She tumbles over. Scrum along the wall, and it's a whistle. Line change happens. Krenbrink, Weeb, and Gooden with QB and Dennis out. Rage send it in deep. QB's there. She hustles around and gets checked by 15 on the Rage. That's stolen back. Penalty coming. Looks like the penalty's going to be for the Rage. QB advances to Gooden. Gooden looking to send Krenbrink on a breakaway. Krenbrink goes and scores! Immense patience for number 44. Looks like we have a timeout happening here. 30-second timeout. Aces are up 6-4. Action-packed game. We got Sabine. She's dancing. Having the best time. That's what it's all about, really. "30 seconds is up. $14:21 left in the second. Rage to start with the ring. Rage send it into the Aces zone. Number 2 crashes out. Sabine is there with the save. She throws it right at the Rage player. And Krenbrink advances. Weeb just misses it. And the Rage go back into the Aces zone. Number 2 again cuts back. Ring is bobbled, and it's a crease for Sabine. Sabine looking to get it out. Up to Rory. Rory gets checked. Backups come in. Krenbrink is there. Bodies are flying. Number 8 with it now. Misses the net. Charlie's there. She's getting double tag team. The Rage are coming out. Aces are able to advance. Weeb with it now. Sends it to Krenbrink. Krenbrink supports roll in. Weeb in the middle. Krenbrink collects. Circles down to the corner, sends it out front. Wiebe is there. She's dancing. Cranbrink collects, sends it out front to Gooden. Gooden just so misses the pass. Back into the corner. Cranbrink circles right up front. Nobody there. Back in the neutral zone. Aubuchon is there, and she muscles the ring back. Wiebe gets it, but it's checked. Gooden follows up. Good shot on net. And a big save. Whistle goes. It's going to be Ace's ring. Spring's going to start. Shuchuk and Hanowski. Isla and Aubuchon. Shuchuk circles around the backside of the net, cuts out front, makes a pass to Hanowski. Hanowski gets jammed up. Ring is lost. Rage go into the neutral zone and are pressured heavy by the Aces. They end up getting it in to the Aces zone. Out into the middle. Scooped up by 9. Rage. She circles behind the net. Drop pass of 15. 15 goes with a spin and a shot. Sabine is there. Shuchuk under heavy pressure. Back up to Hanowski, followed up back. We got a whistle. Penalty coming to the Rage for hooking. That's going to be 2 minutes. Aces to the power play. 11:45 remaining in the second period. Matt's going to start with it. Dickin and Yip on the wings. Elder and QB out there. Charlotte with it now. She tries to go corner pocket and almost finds a hole. Dickin back up to Matt. Matt with patience. Back to Dickin and into the corner. Back out in front. Matt's there. She tries a shot. It's blocked. Yip is battling. Matt is battling. The whistle goes. It's going to be Ace's ring. Matt's going to start with it. She fires it over to Dickin on the far end. Dickin fires it right back to Matt. Matt shoots and the save is made. Bodies are flying. Whistle goes. Rage are going to start with it. Outlet pass to 6. She's looking to get the ring up into the neutral zone, and she does. Scooped up by Dennis. Dennis sends it in deep to Charlotte. Good follow-up by Matt. Matt puts it to Charlotte. And Charlotte scores! It's going to be a power play goal. The line's buzzing. Girls are doing good. 10:40 in the second period. Don't have the shots. Rage send it in deep. Possession gained back by Charlie Best. Rory has it. Sends it out the other side. Wiebe with it now. Looking to Cranbrink, and Cranbrink advances to the front of the net, into the corner for Wiebe. Wiebe comes back out. She circles, back behind the net for Cranbrink. Cranbrink out front, nobody there. Rage advance up the ice. Send near 10 for a break, but it is broken up. We got a whistle. Whistle on the play. 9:57 remains. Gooden, Krenbrink, and Wiebe carry on with Rory and Best on the back end. Krenbrink now out to Lexi. It just gets bumped out and back in the neutral zone. Rory's there quickly to scoop it back into the Rage's zone. Looks like we got another penalty coming. Not, might be a double whammy here. Wiebe with it now. She finds Best. Best puts it to the middle. Good and back to Best. Best down to Wiebe. And Wiebe pops one in the net and the goalie slams her stick down. The girls are buzzing. 8-4 is the score. 9:23 to go. A little bit of a delay here. I think there was all kinds of penalties potentially being called with that Wiebe goal. I think they're trying to decide what's going to shake down. They let the Rage player out of the penalty box. Clear that penalty off the board. And it looks like those two tripping penalties are being accounted for. The Rage, in fact, took two tripping penalties. 9:23, it's going to be 5-on-3 for the Aces. As Yip collects in the back end. She sends it up the middle. Nobody there, half blocked by 8. Shuchuk goes up to Spring. Spring has pressure. Advances that in, and the Rage send it all the way down the ice. Aubuchon hustles to get to the ring. She comes up the middle. Heavy body. No call there. Pressure by the Aces now. Spring on the Rage player. They advance it back into the Aces zone. Aubuchon is there. Rage with it. Takes a shot. Nobody there. Takes another shot. Misses the net. Aubuchon collects. She looks to advance the ring to Hanowski. They're not able to get that. Aubuchon there. No defense remaining. Big shot from the blue line. And Schmeling seeing that from 10 miles out. Spring collects, advances that to Matt. Matt just misses that. Good follow-up by Charlotte. Charlotte circles the back of the net. Looking for... She finds Bray. Bray back to Charlotte, but they're calling... A whistle went. Looks like that won't be a goal. A good shot by Charlotte, though. 34 seconds remain on the double tripping penalties. 5-on-3. Continuing for the Aces. Goes deep down to the Aces zone. Number 2 with it. Goes back around the net. Circles out front. Girls are letting her be. The Rage carry on with possession, 5-on-3, and they go wide. Dennis is there to collect. She sends it to Bray, and Bray is being checked. She goes down. Another penalty coming. Another penalty, another tripping penalty coming to the Rage. The double minor tripping penalties do clear, but the Rage will be down another skater as a new penalty gets put back up on the board. 7:23 to go in the second period. 8-4 is the score. Matt's looking to start out on the new power play. Matt, Yip, and Dickin. Rory and Best on the back end. All right, officials get this figured out. Matt sends it into the corner to Yep. Comes out, drop pass to Matt. Matt gets broken up in the middle. Good checking by the girls. The Rage advance into the Aces zone. Best is there. She sends it to Matt. Matt looks to fire that up. Circles around. Good patience. Up to Charlie. Charlie dipsy doodles. She comes to the middle. Gets dropped down. 9 collects and circles the back of the net. Good pressure by the girls. They're tracking her down. Exceptional back check by Charlotte. She gains the ring back. Goes to Dickin. Back to Yip. Yip circles and comes to the middle. Goes back to Matt. Matt's tied up right in the middle. And the Rage come back into the neutral zone. Advance the ring to 8. 8 goes for a shot. That's collected by Rory. Rory sends it up nicely to Emily Weeb. Weeb goes to Krenbrink. Krenbrink goes spinorama and puts it in. Quick end-to-end play. Cashing in on another goal. Power play goal. Aces add another one. 6 minutes remaining in the second period. Officials are having another chat here at the penalty box. Girls built themselves a bit of a buffer here, but I hope they don't let off the gas. 6 minutes remain. Blocked by Gooden. Checked by the Rage center. Weeb is in there. Weeb's muscling. She's being held. Looks like that's going to be called. Delayed penalty coming up to the Rage. And that is, in fact, a holding. 2 minutes will go back up for the Rage. Power play coming to the Aces. What happened to the time? Folks, it looks like they adjusted the time. We went from 6 minutes remaining to 1 minute 40 seconds. That must have been the delay that we were seeing with the officials telling the scorekeepers. Anyways, It won't probably much matter to our benefit anyways. Rage come down the ice. Aubuchon scoops it up. She's checked hard. Isla's there. Rage pull away with it. Cut to the middle. Number 3 shoots. Big save from Schmeling. As the Rage circle. Isla there with pressure. Scooped up by Lexi. Lexi advances to Shuchuk. Shuchuk has Hanowski following. And the ring gets bumped out of the way. Ring goes in deep to the Aces zone. Rage's zone. And that's carried by 9. Blocked as they tried to advance out. Dennis is there, sends it in front to Spring. Spring with a shot. Save. Another shot. Crossbar. 22 seconds remain. Collected by Shuchuk. Shuchuk sends it up to Spring. Spring down the wing. Goes behind the net. Gets tripped. Penalty is being called. Folks, 6 seconds to go. And we got another... Are we doing another tripping? We are doing another tripping call. 2 minutes. 2 minutes goes back on the board. 6.2 seconds remaining in this game. Shuchuk fires one. That's blocked. Back to Spring with a shot. And that's the game. That's the game. Good work, girls. Thanks for tuning in, folks.